Fitness 1980 and welcome to another video. So today's video I really wanted to get out for you guys because I know I have a few comments asking me question about if I would recommend Dr. Ortega at Spectrum Aesthetic down in Miami. So instead of replying to some of these comments, I just wanted to go ahead and make a video so that way for some of you who's gonna probably search Dr. Ortega so you guys can kind of have an idea you know what my experience was, and I'm gonna keep it 100% honest with you guys. So I just got home, so I was like, you know what, it would be a good time for me to go ahead and have that little chit chat with you guys. See, I'm thinking about you guys. Okay, so I'm almost 4 months post surgery. So before I settled with Dr. Ortega, I had 4 different doctors looked at you know, for my consultation. Now if you haven't watched some of my previous video, I will put the link below so that way this video is not like too long into so much detail, because I just want to make it based on my, you know, focus on my experience at Spectrum Aesthetic with Dr. Ortega. So after giving birth to the twins, I had one of my breasts was capsulated from my prior surgery, but with the pregnancy, obviously my breast was capsulated, and I had muscle separation, hernia, and after losing all the baby weight, unfortunately I left with a little bit of loose skin, which I will put all these video in the link below. And I also have a playlist called Tummy Talk playlist, which I'll put that in there for you guys as well. So before I go any further, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the notification box, because right now I post my video every Friday night, so that way you guys can follow my journey along the way with me, and hoping that I can inspire you. After all the surgery, you guys know you have to take care of yourself. I've always been active. I didn't do this for fun. Nobody wanted the surgery for fun, but I had to take care of all that, you know, thing that really necessary that I have to take care of to get my body back and, you know, back together again. Okay, so like I said, I had 5 consultations. Dr. Ortega was the last one, and what I like about him was my first consultation with him, he didn't want to know what any of the doctor said to me, which was very important, which was kind of like let me know that he knows exactly what he's doing and knows exactly what he's talking about, because he didn't want to know what any of the doctors said to me. He just says, you don't have to tell me. I'm like, okay. So I didn't have to tell him nothing, so which was good. And pretty much everything that the other 4 doctors said to me was pretty much right on what he said, and he even added more information to that. So at that moment I was very comfortable. I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and go with him, and I'm glad that I did. I had a great experience with him. All the process was very, very good, very smooth, and he wanted to know exactly, you know, a little bit about me. So I told him that I'm very active. I used to compete. I still want to go back and competing again. And I was worried about my scar, because I didn't want to have this surgery because of the scar, but I have to get it done because it was the only way to fix some of the problem that I was having. So the first thing he wanted to know was, you know, what do you do and stuff like that. So, you know, like I said, I explained to him everything, and then he says to me, okay, well, bring your competition bikini. So I bring my competition bikini for him, so that way he can see exactly how low my bikini goes, so that way he can make sure that that scar doesn't pass that bikini line, which I've never, you know, I have friend that has, you know, surgery done before. You know, some of the doctor doesn't really care about that. However, sometimes the doctor have to go certain, you know, have to go higher based on how you know how many loose skin and how big you are. But for the most part, because he really tried to make sure he keep that line exactly you know, the same length, or I should say the same height with my bikini, to me that was like very, very nice of him, because he didn't have to say, he didn't have to be like, well, burn your bikini. He could have been like, okay, we're just gonna do. So that was very, very nice of him, and I was like very, like, to me it shows that he really cares how you know the end result is gonna be, because he wants to make sure that I'm happy at the end of the day. And same thing for my breasts. Unfortunately, I might have to have a second surgery, which I will be doing a whole other video for you guys. I am not excited even talking about it, but it is what it is. It looks like one of my breasts that I was capsulated, the capsule come back again. So it's a like 30% chance once you have your breast capsulated, you're gonna need a second surgery to fix it. So it looks like I might have to go that route. I don't know yet, but I will definitely keep you guys posted. So yeah, so overall I really like him. I will definitely recommend anybody that's looking for a doctor. Definitely you can trust Dr. Mel Ortega down at Spectrum Aesthetic. Now they have different doctor, I'm pretty sure they're all good, but he was the one that I pretty much have my experience with, so I can only talk about him. And also this video is not being sponsored, so this is something that I'm doing because I had a few comments and asking me would I recommend Dr. Mel Ortega, and I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and do a video, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people might be looking for information about Spectrum Aesthetic, Dr. Ortega or whatnot. So that way you guys can have all that information down, already. So that way you kind of know exactly a little bit about him. So the only thing is though, if you are planning on getting your plastic surgery done down at Spectrum Aesthetic with Dr. Ortega, or I guess with any other doctor, if you're gonna go for your consultation, if you're in a hurry, don't go. Because the schedule in between surgery, which is kind of weird. I wish they have a day where they only schedule for consultation. They don't do that. They literally schedule all the consultation, the follow-up, in between surgery. So what am I gonna do? But they are very nice. Dr. Ortega assistant, her name is Ali, which I will put all the information down below for you guys. She's very nice. I will put down the cell phone and the office number as well. You can text her, you can call her. She will definitely get back to you. They are very busy in that office. As a matter of fact, right now, if I have to do a second surgery, he's already booked all the way till October. That's how busy Dr. Ortega is in that office. So when you schedule follow-up or consultation, bring your phone, bring your iPad, bring your snack with you, because you're gonna be in there for at least more than 1 hour. Now they can get you a little bit sooner based on how he's doing and with surgery or whatnot. They can definitely get you in sooner, but don't expect to go for your consultation and then you have to go to work, and then you're like, okay, I gotta go. Chances are you probably have to reschedule. So you don't want to be upset, because this is how the schedule works over there. And again, I wish they work it a little bit different, but this is how it is. So make sure you have time and the patient to wait to see him, because you're gonna be in there for like a very long time. But overall though, it's worth the wait, because he knows exactly what he's talking about, and he's very informative. He's very good at doing his job. Now Dr. Ortega used to do fat transfer or Brazilian butt lift. He doesn't do that anymore, because the expectation sometimes, from what I heard, it's unrealistic. So he doesn't want to have to deal with that, because sometimes people want something that is unrealistic. I never had that done before. I am never gonna plan on going that route anyway, not, which is fine. If that's what you want to do you, baby. That's you. Like, that's like some people don't want to get their breasts done, and then and if I got mine done, you can criticize me because I choose to do it. Same thing, if you want to do your butt, I'm not the one to criticize you. You do you and call it a day. As long you have to really talk to you guys about my experience. Would I recommend Dr. Mel Ortega down at Spectrum Aesthetic? I would say yes. He's just very I mean, like, I don't have anything bad to say about him, but all I can say, just sometimes if you go, you feel like he's in a rush, it's okay to say, can you just be nice, and we all human and we all can be a little bit rushed sometimes, but I have to understand because he's trying to try to touch every single patient. But for the most part, very humble, very nice, very down to earth, and amazing. Like, you can check Will Self or Self Will. Is that our website? Will Self. And then you can check all the reviews. Now, like I said, we all human. Some people, not everybody's gonna have the best experience, but overall, I mean, I'm glad that he's the one that I ended up doing my surgery with, because with everything that I'm dealing with right now with this breast, which has nothing to do with him, it's just my body pretty much just rejecting the implant because it's a foreign object. So sometimes your body gonna react different to it. So this is gonna be another video I will be doing for you guys next week. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I will say yes, definitely give it a try. Now also, if you're from out of town and you are, this is an extra note and advice for you guys. It's an advice. If you're from out of town, you're doing a surgery, I know like the rule of thumb is like at least 2 weeks. If you can, I will say at least stay 3 to 4 weeks, because things can happen and then they have to do everything through text, or you have to send pictures. It's just, if you're from out of town, try to make sure you stay more than 2 weeks, because I see people come for 2 weeks and then they have a little bit of complications and stuff like that, and the doctor wants them to come back. They can go back and they can come back and they have to go through the whole back and forth and everything. Just, if you can, don't do the 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks is too soon, especially if you're doing a whole mommy makeover, which is pretty much what I ended up doing. I got the whole like mommy makeover deal. Like, I'm glad that I was like only an hour away from Dr. Ortega. But if you're gonna flew in from out of town, try to make your appointment where you come in and you at least have 3 to 4 weeks in town, so that way by the time you go back home, any complication that could happen during the first 2 weeks, you are good to go. Because, and again, your body can, we're hoping for good result. We're hoping for everything to be safe and sound, but sometimes your body is gonna react certain way, which the doctor needs to kind of like keep eye on you, and then they need to see you. So I would suggest that if you're from out of town, don't schedule just 2 weeks and then you get up and go home. If you can stay 3 weeks, good. If you can stay 4 weeks, even better, because that way that everything will be good. You'll be full, like he gets to see you every other day, or especially after your surgery. And if you're gonna do mommy makeover or liposuction and liposuction and tummy tuck, you want to make sure that you can at least stay for a good 2 weeks, or 3-4 weeks, because the more of the massage that you get done, the better your result is gonna be. So that way you can be in town for all that process, so that way you have a good result, and then when you go home you feel a lot better. So this is an extra advice to you guys. So I think that's it. So other than that, guys, if I miss anything, let me know in the comment below. I'll be more than happy to respond to you guys. I'm very good at doing that. But please, guys, share my video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, join the family, and I'll see you guys in my next video. As always, be you, be fit, be blessed, and stay tuned for all my workout video, my tips. I'm all about health and fitness. So don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.